Week 19 traders, let's talk about the facts. The reason I've been making these videos for 57, 58 weeks now is my goal was to help everyone benefit financially with the knowledge that I've accumulated over the past decade. And I have zero question marks on anything that I say. I want everyone to know I have told the truth over the past year and a half. Nothing has been exaggerated. I have not tried to hold things from you to make this trade look any better than what it was. Silver is about to explode, and there are zero question marks on that. In December 2016, at my Christmas party with my family, I started telling my uncles, my cousins, and everyone that they could benefit off this. And I meant it then, and I am positive that things are headed that way now. I told my family, my friends, my coworkers, the people that could fire my ass in 1 second. I did it. Sounds pretty stupid, don't it? Well, when you're this confident, when you've accumulated this much proof, I want everyone in my life to benefit off of this. And we are so close. Al, you're still the man. Platinum, shiny set of balls. I tell you, man, you're the bravest man I ever met. Follow me into something like this. Remember, that lot of paradise, it's the truth. It's out there. You've got to be patient. We're almost there, buddy. Okay, while we're talking about facts, let's first take a look at AG here. What you are looking at is what I believe to be a downward wedge pattern in the silver mining company AG. This is especially for all the newcomers that I've just recently told my buddy Brian at work that I would have felt more of an asshole if I did not say something rather than if I said something and I made the wrong choices. Although this time I believe I made the righteous choice. I believe we are all going to benefit from this. And from years past, I know where this pattern leads. It leads to a rally up. Number one, I decided to run around work with my family and my friends and everyone and tell them I think we should get into AG at 665. It's fact. I have it documented now for a long time. Number two, my dad, why don't you take profits? Why don't you get out? Dad was right. I was wrong. Okay, Dad, there it is. I was wrong. It would have been a 50% gain. Reason I didn't get out of it? It's not what I expected. I want more. Just like those AT&T commercials and those kids. I want more. We all want more. And I believed it was coming. March 2017, shit my pants. Came back down, lost all those profits. Dad was rubbing it in. Oh, it was a great time, wasn't it, Dad? You've been right the past 17 months. That's over, baby. So, March, I shit my pants. Depressed, apologizing, not knowing. Time kept going on. Came to hit number 3. Confirm my thoughts. Oversold again. I see something forming. Wasn't quite sure. Hit number 4. Back up to the upper resistance trend line. Confirm my thoughts again. Okay, guys, everything's looking great. It all looks great. Hit number 5. Everyone's shitting their pants. That's when I came out with the fuck yeah video. A lot of views. I liked it. I could not have been more confident on number 5 because I ended up having 3 consecutive hits on the same support trend line while being oversold. From the very beginning, I told you that's exactly what I'm looking for. That should give you confidence as a buyer, and that's where you want to step in and take your risk. And you can see my little risk area, and when we put it in the big picture, it's been nothing to worry about, guys. Because then in March of 2018, I told you that I believe the rally started. And according to hit number 6, I could not be more confident in saying that I am now the motherfucker in charge. So if you're one of the many that keep telling me, well, I'm going to wait for this and I'm going to do this, I'm finally ready to make my claim. I'm the motherfucker in charge, and if you're waiting for this to drop and you think you know where it's going, you don't know shit. And I am going to prove it. This is one of the few times where I am begging you to listen to me. Listen closely. What we are about to witness is something none of us are going to be able to grasp. You are not going to be able to decide when you want to get in, when you get out, because the second you get out, that market's going to turn back up and go vertical in a straight shot, and you're going to be sitting there with your dick in your hand wondering, what do I do now? I have been through this over a decade now, guys. This is where you put the risk on the table. At some point, you need to take risk. You'll never avoid it. And after a year and a half, I'm confident in telling you, AG has broke out. And if you look at that green candlestick at the end, the volume was doubled on Thursday. That doesn't happen by chance. Those are the professionals. They all knew what was going on, didn't tell any of us blue-collar workers, and they're about to hit it big. Do you want to join them? Or do you think you know more than them? None of us do. DO. Only thing I have to say about oil, it's in a rally. There's no other perspective. Jump in, DO, and let's ride this, man. Join me. Okay, and one last thing. One last thing I want to make perfectly clear. After these 17 months, I'm ready to make the claim, and before it happens, I want you guys to pay attention to AG when we come to the monthly chart. There are 0 question marks about what my thoughts and where I think this is headed. And this is going to be one of the very few times in my life where I'm going to say I'm the motherfucker in charge. It will benefit you, I believe, to just simply listen. A lot of this is confusing. I understand it's taken me a decade to get this at a point where I can think I understand everything. And my goal is to help everyone around me. How do you live a happy and joyous life? You surround yourself with extremely happy people. Helping them out financially is only one way of thousands or million ways to do it. But it could lead to a lot of good things. We will never be able to get rid of the risk, ever. But I know I would have been a much bigger dick if I did not tell you guys about this. And we are so damn close to seeing the truth. I am so excited about the future and where this is going to lead for all of us. Sit back, let things happen, deep breath, exhale. Al, things are about to get real exciting. Okay, now that we talked about AG on the daily chart in that little tiny area that we were just looking at from 2017 to the most recent, now we're looking at the big picture. Now we're looking from 2009 to the present time. 2018's pivot point is at $7.88. And from what I believe, when we break over that, AG will be strong. Very strong. And you can see the stochastics starting to turn up after hitting the support trend line at the beginning of 2018 and now bouncing because I believe the rally started in March, and you can see the buyers are stepping back in. We now know this to be fact. And we look at the big picture's pennant pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Logically speaking, where do you expect hit number 6 to be? Yep, that's right. That's right. Okay, I got shit to do. I don't think I need to explain this any further, especially after 17 months. But it's coming. It's coming now. That I can guarantee. Oh, I gotta watch my mouth with the guarantees. I can't do that. But damn, one of these days soon, I'm gonna be able to tell you I knew. I knew it was gonna happen. And I made the righteous choice. I told everyone I could. I tried. I tried. Ah, paradise on the way, Al. Here it comes, baby. Silver Futures daily chart. We've looked at the long term before. All the pennant formations, the bullish pennant formations. You can look at those from the past. I'm just looking at the daily right now. And I see a gap up above us that needs to be filled. A huge gap. Just happened recently. It'll probably be a little resistance right there. We might see some fighting going on between the bulls and the bears. I have zero question marks for myself. The bulls are going to win. And once we get over that recent gap, this baby's off to the races. Don't really have much more to say. Strap in tight. It's going to be a fun ride. DO, looks like the beginning of a rally to me. What have I told you guys in the past? The bulls want to take the most recent highs, the overbought areas, and make them their next target. For what reason? To make money. It's how they keep their jobs. It's what they're graded on. They go back to their boss and tell them, yeah, we lost 50%. They're out looking for work. So I'm willing to bet that the buyers are just going to keep stepping in. They're going to shoot for what I have circled there. I believe we're going to break over that 200 EMA, that red moving average. And once we find support up there and break the most recent highs, this baby's off to the races. And why would I believe that? What other proof do I have? Let's take a look at the crude oil futures. For over a year now, I told you that I believed in DO. I told you that I think we're going to make a lot of money on it. Those are my beliefs. No guarantees, ever, especially if the words are coming out of my mouth. Don't want that responsibility. But this is the reason why I believe DO is going to just keep going up. Here's a crude oil futures. New highs again on the weekly chart. Our long-term outlook chart. Week after week after week, we just keep climbing. What does that mean? It means there are nothing but buyers. And what have I told you in weeks past? That 86.97 marker on the very top there, that red horizontal resistance line, that's my target. It's been my target since the beginning of 2017. Yeah, I said it. Over a year ago, that's where I thought the crude oil futures were going to go. I'm sticking to it. Nothing has changed. Don't you love these rules? They don't change. You're not waiting for the next news story or someone else's opinion. Are you following the same analysts with the same opinions, or you just keep hopping from each one to each one? $86.97, $87 is my target for the crude oil futures. And what do I believe happens with our stocks? They follow their futures. They don't have a choice. It's how it works. Any questions? Bueller? US dollar since December 2016. It's when I made my choice. I was matching up the US dollar with the silver futures, knowing the inverse effect. And this is where I decided it was our time. And so far, I can claim that I chose the correct time within 1% of the top. Not an easy thing to do, especially when you have a rule of not guessing tops or not guessing bottoms. Usually leads to failures. Not this time. I have never been so proud. I have never been so confident, and I believe I have made the righteous choice. I believe I made the righteous choice to tell all my family and friends. And I truly believe right now I am the motherfucker in charge of this trade. If I told one thing I did not expect If I would have told you in February of 2018 that the US dollar was going to go back up and retest the 93.29 area from the bottom, a support resistance horizontal yellow trend line I have there, something I did not see coming. But it happened. No big deal. There's going to be a few people out there to think that it's going to find support on the 200 and then keep going up. No, No. September 2016 is when I said no, I am 100% confident it's going to continue the trend down because the trend is down. That, I'm calling it fact. I have no other point of view. I cannot see this any other way. Lower highs over and over again. Well, this is one last FU to us traders from the US dollar. Went back up there, tagged the 93.29 from underneath. I'm not even sure if it filled that gap in December of 2017. Don't really give a shit because there's no rule that says it has to have been done the same year. $75 with waterfall selling has been what I have called since September of 2016 in the US dollar. And even though I will never be able to get the timeline right, something I'm not capable of, I frickin' nailed the trend. And in due time, we will benefit from the US dollar sell-off. Because for all the newcomers that I've recently told, I believe there is an inverse effect between precious metals and the US dollar and even oil. And right after we're done here, I'm going to post something that proves that, because I have 45 years of proof that that inverse behavior is real. It is a fact. Let's just look at it. I got shit to do. I got to clean this damn house. Stay with me, guys. Keep the faith. We're headed in the right direction. Something I have no question marks on. I believe this is our moment in time to capitalize. I've spent 10 years of my life educating myself and losing my ass. Not this time. No, This time is our moment in time where we're going to succeed. We are allowed to succeed. We are allowed to have a trade that is phenomenal and beneficial to our lives. Maybe you need a new car. Maybe you got to pay for your child's college. Maybe you want a vacation. Maybe you just want to see a few more zeros in there just so you can relax, take a little financial stress off your back. It's what I'm hoping for. And I believe God's kept a close eye on me, gave me permission. Okay, you've ate crow for many years, Joe. You're trying to help other people. I'll allow it this time. I believe we're on that path. Stay with me, guys. Just stay here. Keep the faith. Woo! Mike, you love making fun of me, sending me this picture? Let's celebrate, baby! Woo! Yahoo! Yeah! AG! It's a celebration.